we make a test, a short test, yeah?
Oh.
Also, go, okay. So, thank you for inviting to the conference here. It was very interesting. We have lots of participants in the audience. And what can we say for the future? It is known that every child can hear nowadays. The crucial point is that childs can receive an early detection of the hearing loss and an early intervention. We have 2 out of thousands we would expect with a congenital hearing loss, and the crucial point, as I mentioned, is the early detection and intervention. Normally in the Western world we have universal screening programs. That means that every child is entitled to undergo a newborn hearing screening, and we can find the children with hearing loss via a so-called newborn hearing screening with a simple TEOE test, transient evoked autoacoustic emissions, and ABR, automated auditory brainstem response in case of fail. And if the child is detected very early, sometimes it needs a so-called tracking to remind the parents that they have to come to a follow-up investigation by a specialist, and the diagnosis should be made very early, within the first 3 months of life, and the therapy should start within the first 6 months of life. In that approach we can help nearly all the people, because it's just let's say technical question. We can treat the children with hearing aids, or for example with cochlear implant nowadays, and of course it needs a training to hear, it needs a kind of education, and it takes lots of efforts, but in the end result we see that the children will be able to participate in schools, in normal school classes, in the kindergarten. The requirement is the early detection, of course, as I mentioned, and we can compare today the early detected children with a normal hearing. This is possible, and we have reliable structures. I guess here in Georgia it would be necessary to plan and to implement reliable structures to detect and to treat and to fit the children, but it is possible. And last but not least, we can say it is very cost effective to develop such structures, because a detected case in newborn hearing screening makes in euro 8,000 euro, yeah, but an undetected case, an undetected hearing loss comes to cost of more than 1.1 million in a lifespan of 71 years, and these costs have to be covered by the society, yes, because these are costs for a special accommodation, a special school education. These people are often not well integrated in the society, they cannot find a job and whatever. All these costs and these disabilities later on in the life, yeah, these costs are by the society. And my last remark for this is make an early detection and intervention, and you will help the people to hear. The children have a right to hear, and the also to give my last sentence to this topic, we know the people can hear with some technical help and educational help, and the people will have a much better life if they can hear, of course. Yeah. So I wish you all the best for the future, and I would motivate the parents to be activated, to be active, to convince the public health authorities to say, okay, we want that our child can hear, this is possible, please let's see what we can do for all the people who was born with hearing loss.
Thank you.